March the 3rd. If, and only if, you don't believe it yourself, don't ask anyone else to do so. It is virtually impossible not to transmit your doubts and insecurities to others through body language, tone of voice, inflection, word choice, and other subtle characteristics. They call those tells in poker. You're giving away information without realizing it. When you show your actions that you lack self-confidence, when you show by your actions that you lack self-confidence, other people also begin to doubt your ability to perform. You can gain the respect and confidence of others. Begin by making a list of all the things you like about yourself. Okay, this is new, something different. Make a list of all the things you like about yourself and the things you would like to change. Make a conscious effort to build upon your positive strengths and correct your weaknesses. It may not be easy, but if you assess yourself objectively and persevere in your efforts, you will eventually prevail. All right, so there's some cool stuff in here. I have a lot of confidence in myself, and that comes from accomplishment, success, and part of that is my personality. There's some people who have had great success and have not been as confident. They're wired a little bit differently, but I have noticed that being a leader, that confidence helps, because people who are less confident or different personality types, like I talk a lot about DISC, the DISC model. Look it up. There's a test you can take to see what your dominant personality and what your subdominant personality traits are. And anybody who knows about that methodology and knows what a D is, I'm a D. I'm a heavy D with very little dominant traits. I score very low on I, S, and C, and I'm the driver. I'm the alpha male, right? That's who I am. It's not what I want to be or how I think that looks good to other people. It's when I answer the test questions honestly, I'm a D type, a heavy D type, almost 100% D. Whereas most people have a little D, a little I, a little S, a little C, more of one or the other, but definitely score some points on the second and third trait. I'm pretty much D, and that's the whole story. One-dimensional, if you will. But that confidence in my ability, my confidence, my being comfortable with being the D type, has a lot of I's, S's, and C's following me. If you look at the personality type of my agents, and I gave them all that test at one of our training meetings, there's some I's, there's some S's, and there's some C's, and yet they were all signed up under my brokerage following my leadership, because that confidence and knowledge that you are who you are. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable being a D type. Inspires people to follow you. Your confidence in yourself bleeds over. Other people see that, they feel it, and they'll follow. So yeah, absolutely. Once again, Napoleon's dead on. He's giving you good information. I hope you're getting something out of it. And that's it. I'm in Pattaya today. I just wanted to come down and see the beach. No, I'm not banging hookers. And those of you who know me, as the channel gets bigger, there's some people who know me and have worked with me, who are subscribers, and there's some people I've never met. Great big world. I'm not into hookers. That's not my thing. So I can't help but think they've been with 50 guys this week, maybe. Now with COVID, I don't know, okay, 2 guys, but normally they're with 50, 100 guys, whatever it is, a week. And the idea of sloppy seconds never really appealed to me. But I'm on a mission to see the country. That was my original plan. And when I moved to Chiang Mai March 1st, I'm kind of implementing my original plan. So I've been on a nice little road trip. Went down, saw the motor show in Bangkok. hung out there 3 or 4 days, got to see Bangkok instead of just driving through it or arriving at the airport like I had done the first year I was here. And that was cool. And, like with the hooker thing. So Jeff took me down to the Soy Cowboy, which is a world famous red light district. It was one block. Now it's COVID. I get it. Everything is downsized. Everything is reduced. But it was one block. Like, you hear about this stuff, and that's why I made the video. I'm trying to show people like who have never been here. This is it. This is Thailand. This is what it's like. So everybody who hasn't lived in Thailand thinks sex and hookers, and if you're going to Thailand, you're going for hookers. If you go to Amsterdam, you're going for hookers, right? And I'd done another video about there was 300,000 registered sex workers in Thailand. There's 70 million people. There's 300,000 sex workers. Now, 300,000 is a lot, but when you consider 14 million of the 70 million live in Bangkok, right? Of the 70 million population of Thailand, 14 million live in Bangkok. So even if all 300,000 sex workers were in there, it's a pretty small percentage, 300,000 out of 14 million, but they're not. They're spread out. They're in Phuket, they're in Pattaya, they're in Bangkok. So when you see the reality, when you watch that video, I made a 4-minute video. I just walked from one end of the street down to the other. Now, granted, before COVID, the party spilled out. Every place along there was open. Every place was hopping and bopping, music blaring and all that. Which also, I'm 57 years old. I'm not clubbing. You know what I mean? I'm not out. The loud music annoys me. I don't drink beer. I don't like the taste of it. I don't drink overpriced beer. I'm cheap. So that really holds no attraction to me at all, any of it. But I wanted to film it for you guys. So he took me there. We walked down the street, and it's one street. And like I said, that pre-COVID, it was like there's overflow. It would make like a T, and there'd be action, women, hookers, music, beer on, this street and this street. But now, because of the lockdown, there's just really the one street, and half to 2/3 of it was the bars haven't opened. There's not any customers, or not enough customers for them to open the bar. So we walked down the street. I filmed it. Then did I shut off the camera and turn around and go get me a hooker? Well, once again, those of you who know me laughed when I said that, because what I did, being fat and 50, was we hopped on the train, the BTS, and we went back down to the hotel we were staying at. We went into the mall, and we got Cinnabon. We got the fucking cinnamon bun with the frosting on the top. And I lied. I got the Choco bun, not the Cinnabon. Jeff got the Cinnabon. I got the Choco bun, which I didn't even know they made. And went back to the hotel. The hotel had a 7-Eleven right at the elevators, like inside the same building. How cool is that? Ultra convenient snacks, munchies, whatever. I got milk. Once again, for those of you who know me, I always have milk with my dessert, especially when it's chocolate. I got to have milk. I'll be in a fine dining 5-star place, 100, 150 a plate, and I'll get milk with dessert. That's what I like, right? So I stopped and got milk and ate my Choco bun in the hotel, 9:30 at night, when the party was just getting started at Soy Cowboy. And all the guys who either are younger than me, and they're when I was 45, I could fuck all night too, but I'm not 45 anymore. Number one. Number two, there's guys who are my age, but who don't think like me. They're not wired like me, and they come here for that. Okay, God bless you. Do you? I'm okay with that. I'm not judging. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean I think it's a bad thing. If you come to Thailand to get laid, hey, you can do it. There's your street, right? But my point is, that's one street, right, in that big town of Bangkok. And then there's another. There's a Nana Plaza, which is more like a mall, like a strip mall, but it's all bars, titty bars, go-go bars, whatever the hell you want to call them. So that's okay. That's 2 areas. You got the whole rest of Bangkok. I mean, there's so much more to Thailand than than titty bars. But some guys come just for that. So hey, 9:30, I'm in the hotel room eating my choco bun and drinking milk, and they're over there, playing with the girls. Good on you. That the thing about Thailand is it's got both. You can be a sexpat, or you can just live here, retire here cheaply with great medical care and great food, and everything I talk about on the channel. It's something for everybody. It's honestly something for everybody. So yeah, I'm loving seeing the country. We're gonna head out today, head back up to Chiang Mai, and he's taking like a circuit as route. He's like, yeah, I could do a loop and go. I'm like, yeah, yes, please, because I want to see as much of Thailand as I can. That was one of my goals when I came here a year ago, and unfortunately, with the restaurant guest house, I kind of got tied down. So. When I was excited and giddy March 1st and doing my video saying I'm free, this is what I meant. I get to travel all over Thailand now, where I want, when I want, and I'm very, very happy about that. So, peace out, brothers and sisters. Great White Buddha from Thailand.